So hi guys, Chris and I just came out to feed the bunnies and the squirrels and the ducks, and we had our dinner, and Andy's laying down taking a little nap right now, and we're just kind of watering the plants, feeding the animals, and the animals are so used to us that they just come right up to us and stuff. One of the bunnies, so cute, and then I think the ducks were out here, but I think they might have gotten scared when Chris went to get the mail just now. But had to water the plants, and we had this hook thing in the garage that we thought maybe we'll finally put to use today. And don't have the garden going that I normally have going this year, you know. But that's what I got right now. I had moved the one that was in the middle and put it on the hook. Look how cute. Aren't they cute? I just love them. So yeah, we had to get the trash things back in, or else we'd get fined by the HOA. And just, you know, have some stuff left. Really did well though. I mean, did like $318 for the 2 days total, which I thought was pretty good. But it does take a lot out of you, a lot of work setting it up and all that stuff, and we had a lot of customers, and I had my big hot selling items were stitch pops. You know, these are like pops, but they were stitch. And then I had little Barbie Hot Wheel cars, and I sold all of them out, just about all the stitches. I had 24 stitches, and I sold all of them out. And then I sold, I think I only have like a dozen out of like 3 boxes of Barbie cars. So, and then Chris sold a lot of comic books and his pops, and I had some Avon. I sold all that out that I had on stock, stuff that I wanted to get rid of, you know. Get rid of the old and get new and stuff. So they're going to do it again in, I want to say maybe September, she said. And they have, like, they participate in that National Night Out block party, neighborhood block parties. So they're having that in August, and we donated a bunch of stuff to them for prizes, because they're more elderly people around here than there are younger people. And they go to like the dollar store to get prizes and stuff. And I says, you know, if it'll help you out at all, we're just going to donate some stuff to you. And then the rest of the stuff we have will go to the shoebox thing that we do at church at Christmas time. So thought I'd do that. And last year I did 12 of those, and I'll probably do 12 again this year and stuff. So already started kind of getting rid of those, or, you know, getting them bagged up, I mean, ready to go for the Christmas shoe boxes. And these are new. These are Steamboat Willie's, like the original Mickey Mouses that first came out way back when. They're not from way back when. They're more modern, but those pops are cool. And then we'll have like some, you know, we'll probably put like some of the last part of our Barbies and our, I had some like Star-Lord pops from Guardian of the Galaxy, and maybe Batman and Iron Man and Spider-Man, some things like that, Yoda or something. We don't ever want to give the kids anything scary, you know, or anything like that. We're not sure where they all go to, but we usually do 6 for boys and 6 for girls, and so that should be kind of cool. And then we'll be done. So now Chris has to work tomorrow, and so we're going to have to get this stuff put away tomorrow for sure, because Monday now they're spraying the apple trees again. They do like 5 sprays, and this is going to be the 3rd one. And then I have my cleaners coming Monday also, and then I have a spa night that night. I just kind of need to get away and have a little R&R for myself. So I have to have the van parked in the garage tomorrow night due to the apple tree spraying. they won't spray your tree if your car's in your yard or in your driveway. So can see how close my van is to the tree. So because it's Apple Valley, we have a lot of apple blossom trees and stuff around. So and I love my apple blossom tree. So I always wanted one, and I got it when we moved here. So, but just taking a little break here. Gonna take a little nap, and then we got to get up and get Andy ready for bed, bath and bed, and ourselves too. And so we'll have a couple hours each to ourselves here. And it was such a beautiful day. I mean, the sunset is so pretty tonight and stuff. And a lot of cardinals and blue jays around today. And some funny little bird. I don't know what the heck those are. They weren't like sparrows. They were like maybe like twice the size of a sparrow. But I've never seen them before, so I don't know what they were exactly. You can hear a lot of the birds now making different noises and stuff. So, but this bunny is kind of my friend. They'll actually come right up to our front door, and the squirrels, the bunnies, and the ducks will come right up to the front door and, you know, want food, and they'll basically ask for food. So they just got fed again for like the third time today. But there's so many of them, they all don't kind of get in on it at once. They all have to kind of wait their turn type thing. So, and they surprisingly, they weren't really put off at all by any of the customers that came by. They you know, came right up and stuff, so that was kind of cute. But as you can tell, I'm tired. That took a lot out. I'm kind of glad I didn't have to do it on Thursday. Chris had to work and he couldn't get off that day, and I just didn't feel good about doing it on my own, you know. And so anyway, I just thought that I would you know, do it Friday and Saturday, and that was plenty. And we actually were told we did the best of all 8 people, families. And I thought, wow, that's crazy, you know. But anyway, you just never know with garage sales what's going to happen, you know. And I hadn't done one since like 2017 when we lived at our old place, so we weren't really sure what was going to happen, you know. And the city has kind of like weird rules too about garage sales and stuff. But when it's a neighborhood one like we did, I think that worked out pretty good. And that's how I would always do them from now on, because more people come when they know that there's that many participating. And a lot of the customers that we had said, it's so great that you're doing it that way, because now we don't have to go to any other like sales in the area, you know. We can just come here. So I thought that was neat. And they said, oh, are you going to do it again next week? And I said, no, I don't think so. You know. Next week, actually, we're having some friends over for dinner, and just want to kind of enjoy a day with them again. And then I think the following Friday we're going to go see Theo Vaughn at the XL Energy Center. And so summer, you know, we're pretty busy in summer with a lot of things going on, and we're going to be going up to Duluth pretty soon, twice this year. Once for Tall Ships and then once for the Christian Music Festival. And we have a couple other concerts coming up. You know, we don't drink or any of that stuff, but we love music, and we love to support the ones we know and stuff, and have done promotional work for and stuff. And so Hanson is going to be at Ribfest this year at Mystic Lake, so we're going to go see them. And then we're going to go to the fair to see the Steve Miller Band, because that was a group that I used to listen to on the radio when I was a kid. And my sons, you know, I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate, but they've grown up listening to all my music and stuff that I kind of grew up on and everything. And then I like to go to their concerts too that they like though, you know, too. So I just like music, and my mom was a local musician here for many years and stuff, and so music was always a big thing in our household, you know. So oops, almost dropped my darn phone. I'm so tired. But yeah, so so that was Saturday. At first it was supposed to go just 8 to 3, but everybody did so well on Friday that we just went till 5, and then they said let's do that again today. So we actually started packing up at 4:30 because we were getting so darn hungry and stuff that we just wanted to be ready to go at exactly 5, and we had about 3 different parties come in between that time, you know, to between 4:30 and 5 to see what we had and stuff. And I think I made the last sale for $3 or something like that, so it was kind of funny. And I got rid of one of my singing bears. I had 2 different singing bears that were from Valentine's Day, and they're really, really cute. One was bigger than this, and it sang, I think that's Sugar song that was by the Archies. And then this one, let me see if oh yeah, so is that cute? So I had a couple years ago, I had really sold a lot of these, and some lady came and she just loved the other ones, so she says I'm taking it. I was selling them for just $10 each, and that was quite the deal, believe me, because they went for like around $35 at the time, and they're still new and in their bags and stuff. And I just wanted to give everybody a good deal since I, you know, kind of got rid of my business last year. The shipping had gotten raised like 4 times. And I thought that was just outrageous, and I was given free shipping much of the time, and I just thought this just is not going to work, you know, anymore for me. So I went ahead and I kind of got rid of the business, and I wanted to do it before there was another tax time coming up, you know, and stuff. So I was glad I did, and not sure what the future's going to hold here, you know, between music stuff and everything, but I know that like with Andy's job, hours are going to get cut if not eliminated, so I've got a year to kind of figure out what I'm going to do in my life. And you know, things have to always change, and that's the way life is, you know. So but probably still be involved with music somehow, and then you know, do something different too, and just I like to keep busy. So but hope y'all are having a great weekend, and hope you have a great rest of the weekend and a great rest of your evening. And I'm going to sit here just a little while longer and watch my animals, and then I am going to take a little nap, and then I'll be getting ready to go to bed probably around 10:30ish. So that's a wrap, guys. My bunny is enjoying what I put out for him.